Thank you, Raghu. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to our club Toastmaster for Hyderabad Entrepreneurs. And this is meeting number 47. I'm your Sadhitra Arms, Milind Arora. Now you must be thinking why it is good morning. This is evening time in India. So there's a saying in Hindi, Jab jago tab savera. So for me, it's every day good morning because you have joined Toastmaster program. So that means you want to learn, upgrade your skills and learn new things and develop the skill of public speaking. So good, you are here. This is the best place to be. So I will start the meeting by stating with the mission of our club. Mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and the personal growth. The values of Toastmaster program are respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Let us all exhibit this commitment and values in all the Toastmasters meetings and the program. All Toastmasters in the virtual room, please raise your right hand and put on your heart. And when I complete, say I do. This is the promise. As member of Toastmasters, internal, and my Toastmaster club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly to prepare all my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters educational program, to prepare and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members all the help, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all the members to grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to our club meetings so they can see that the benefits of Toastmaster program are there, to adhere to the guidelines and the rules placed by Toastmaster education and recognition programs to act within the Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all the Toastmaster activities. I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me explain. There are some basic rules of every Toastmaster meeting, and I call them golden rules, and they are as follows. I request all to put all your noise-making devices into a silent mode. I will give you 5 seconds to do so. I hope you would have done that. Please clap whenever the control is transferred to another person. You can use your virtual options given there as a clapping options. Please check for your audio and video connection before you start speaking. Please stay muted if you are not have any role or you are not, it is not your turn because that distracts the speaker. Please stay muted if you're not speaking. If you face any technical glitches, you can contact our Zoom master. I think today's Zoom master is Toastmaster Raghu. DTM Raghu, you are the Zoom master today? Okay. Please refrain from speaking on sex, politics, and religion in any derogatory manner. So now I transfer the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster DTM Raghu.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Milind, for setting up the energy.
Thank you so much.
Integrity, respect, service, and excellence. 4 core values. What does that mean in your life? Did you ever think about it? When you do have integrity, let me tell you one story. Once there was a guru and he had a lot of students. So he asked his Shishya, all of them to go hide themselves from everyone and eat one fruit and come back. So he gave fruit to everyone. Everybody else they hid themselves in different places and they had the fruit and came, but except one person. When he asked that person, why didn't he go? He said, I can hide from others, but can I hide from the ultimate God who can see everything? That is when the Guru has praised that person, and this person went forward to become one of the great sages. Integrity means not just when you're showing off to others, it means even in the absence of everyone, if you're able to do that thing properly, that is when you can say that you are holding this core value as integrity. A lot to talk about other core values, but let's go straight into our meeting. As a Toastmaster of the day, let's talk about the festive season that we are having today. The season is of Diwali, just after Dasara. A fortnight after Dasara, we do have this festival. It is celebrated across India and certain places outside India. And then it has different stories linking it to our Puranas. Most famous story from southern India is when the Asura, or the demon Narakasura, was slain by Lord Krishna. That is the reason people started celebrating it with lighting diyas and inviting Satyabhama and Krishna to the city of Dwarka, and that spread across the world. Other story which comes from Treta Yuga, which is more popular from northern India, which is, they say, this is the day that King Rama, the Lord Rama, came back to Ayodhya, and people were so happy about his coming back that this light up diyas across the streets celebrating this day. So the day celebration might be holding different stories. End of day, what matters is, are we able to celebrate it? In that, I would say it is all about lighting our knowledge enough to just push away the ignorance. The ignorance can be anything and everything. The ignorance can be the way that we put others' perspectives away, or when we just push down others' view, or when we discriminate others on the basis of religion, or the caste, creed, anything. That ignorance has to be cut off, not just celebrating the festival by lighting diya or firing the crackers. The moment that you see people are contradicting with you, don't push them back to Pakistani country. I just say that they are terrorists or they are anti-nationals. Let us be open-minded enough to accept others' views. Think about it. With that note, let us start the meeting. Today it's going to be a concise meeting, just 1 hour meeting. We have a speaker, one single speaker, and he's a star speaker. You will get to know once you see his speech. And then we have table topics, and then also evaluation. So let's start with the first section, which is prepared speeches. And before that, let me call the role bearers for today and then see what they have in store for us. Let me invite the grammarian of the day, Manasa Reddy, to please explain her role and also introduce the word of the day and idiom of the day.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers by listening carefully to their language usage. So as a grammarian, it is also my duty to take note of any improper language, as well any outstanding words, quotes, saying or thoughts. So it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So here goes, the word of the day is depraved. Meaning is morally bad. Example of it is, his power comes from the depraved and the forbidden. So idiom of the day is on moral grounds. Meaning of it is due to reasons or stemming from or something to one's own personal moral or ethical principles. So example of it is he complained about the television program on moral grounds. there was too much ridicule of his religion. So each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So I'll give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting, and also report on the usage of the word of the day and the idiom of the day. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster and Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Manasa. And you, there's no madam here. Small correction for the grammarian today. Anyways, thank you very much. And let me
Yeah,
invite
thank
the
you.
our counter of the day, Toastmaster Sri Divya. It is good to see that she just joined this week and then she has taken up the role as our counter. Divya, please explain your role.
Good evening to the Toastmaster of the day, the fellow Toastmasters, and the guests. I'm the R counter of the day. So in this R counter, with this role, I will be monitoring the crunch words or the sounds, which actually creates the gaps in between the sentences. And crutch words are something like and, well, but, so all these things which comes along with our sentences. And the fillers, some of the gap fillers, and the other repetitive sentences. And I'll be monitoring the some of the words like da, and which comes along with the speech. And at the end of the speech, at the end of the session, I'll be noting all these sentences, all these words, and I'll give you the report to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sri Divya. Now, let me invite Indira Reddy, who is a timer of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. As a timer, my role is to remind all speakers how much time they spent on their speech so that we will run this meeting on time. To help me to this, I have 3 color cue cards with me. I will raise cards. Today we have one prepared speech, 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will raise the green card, 6 minutes yellow card, 7 minutes red card. And table topics for 2 minutes. 1 minute, I will raise the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow card. 2 minutes, red card. At evaluation, 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, yellow card. 3 minutes, red card. And at the end of the meeting, I will present my report when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Indira. Can you please share your screen and show the cards as well? I think you need to have one plain card. Can you just add one? Yeah, just move it up. Move it up. Indira, just move that on the side. Move the slide up. Keep it as the first slide. On the left hand, just click the slide and drag it up. Okay, good. Now it's time to start our prepared speech section. Then I'll call first and only evaluator for today, Toastmaster Pune, to give speech objectives for speaker Toastmaster Raji.
The purpose of inspirational speeches is to motivate audience members to improve themselves personally, emotionally, professionally, or spiritually. And that's exactly what Toastmaster Rajiv is going to attempt through his level 3 project, which is Inspire Your Audience. So the purpose of this project is to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires. Timer, please note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. Wishing Toastmaster Rajiv, who is already gearing up, all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, to introduce the speech title and the speaker.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Pune. Toastmaster Rajiv. Resolution. Resolution, Toastmaster Rajiv.
It was 2019. All of a sudden, I woke up and now it's 2021. Have you all faced the same, isn't it? We never knew how 2020 went by. And now you see, it's almost this 2021 is about to finish. When the new year approaches, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Yes, resolution. So, are you ready to take up the next New Year resolution? I see smiling faces everywhere. Please raise your hand if you have completed your last year's resolution. Someone like left lifting their hand, someone like, resolution. Yes, we started, but somehow. This is a fact, right? Everyone will have this tendency whenever this new year comes. Yes, last year, okay, I couldn't do, but this year, yes, I am going to do it. But after 1 month, we start, oh my God, this is too much. Oh, I could have taken something else. This is not my cup of tea. After 2 months, oh my bad. How can I cope up with this? This was very less. This is not at all good. And after 7 or 8 months, when this next new year approaches, we say, I should go for that resolution. This time I will definitely do it. This happens years and years, right? It's literally very few of us get committed to that and complete it. Why does this happen? I just pondered last year, the only thing I did and was deprived of it because the only thing grew up in me was this fat belly. All the time in lockdown, only thing we had to do was chew your food and have a good night's sleep. Then I thought, the first thing I should do next year, 2021, immediately is starting workouts. Yes, yes, yes. So as I was just confident enough, like I will do it with a rocking start, initial day itself, I just started taking 50 push-ups. Yeah. Second day, woke up, paining here and there. Okay, I shouldn't have done 50. This day, okay, give me some rest so that I can do it at least tomorrow. Went on. Work pressure, other things, everything. Reason. Some or other way, I just procrastinated. And after a few months, only I realized, again, that resolution is not going to happen. Then I realized I need to take up some action, why it failed and what I can do. Then I started research on my own. How can I improve and make sure what all resolution I'm taking, fix to it and improve myself. In Toastmasters, the resolution that I took was to complete a pathway this year. You may seem like, okay, it has been just 7 months I joined Toastmasters, and to complete pathway with that isn't such a big thing to have. No, he is having something going in his mind. He's cracked. He will be believing, right? Exactly. This was the first impression on me was like, okay, I'm just blabbering something. But when I just started it, I realized it is possible if I just keep on these simple tricks on any resolution. You also would like to hear that, obviously, right? First thing is specific goal. Rather than just mentioning, okay, I will be achieving this. I have to work on. I have to complete reading. You have to be specific. If it is a workout, I have to do it for 5 minutes. I have to do 13 push-ups, 15 push-ups, 20 squats. Be specific. The number is really important. A specific and measurable goal make you turn on to it. Otherwise, it is like generic substances. You won't care at all. Second, most important thing is limiting your goal. In this modern world, we all have this tendency of multitasking. Hello. Yes, okay. Yeah, I am in between meetings. Okay, tell me. We feel like, okay, having the phone in one hand and doing the typing job or anything like that. It's just simple as that. But is it that so? Research say that multitasking kills everything. You are not able to focus on anything and all the jobs we are doing is half-minded. So avoid that. Just keep one simple goal for one time. You can simply progress. The most important thing here is having ridiculous goal. You'll be wondering, what is this ridiculous goal? So you may have a big goal, but for achieving that, it's not like one day you are going to jump that Mount Everest. For that, you have to just take small steps. Small steps are really important. So if you are going to do the workout, just mention like, yeah, I will do at least 5 minutes per day. So when you think about 30 minutes, 5 minutes per day, wow, that's so cool. If you're going to read a book daily, you can just start mentioning like, yeah, I will just read 1 page a day. That sounds simple, right? This ridiculous goal make you have the feeling of achieving it. Last but not the least, you have to reward yourself and review. You may have been planning all the goals, you may have been doing it simple step by step, but after a specific period of time, you need to review that. How much you have done? Is that already great? Or do you need to improve anything? And you have to pat yourself. Oh, you have done very good. This is the way you have to keep on. First milestone is done. And you know what? My goal this year was to complete 1 pathway. And now you can see I'm in level 3 P2 of my 2nd pathway right now. And I have got triple crown award in this year due to completion of 3 or more levels. So if I can do it, why can't you? Thank you, Carol.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rajiv. Please take 1 minute to send feedback for Rajiv for his speech. Okay, thank you very much. It's time to move to our next section, our fun section, which is table topics. Let me invite the energetic sergeant at arms of our club, Toastmaster Milind. Young doesn't mean that I'm old. It is just that he is energetic enough to put this role on fire every time. Toastmaster Milind, please take out the lectern and just put it on fire.
Thank you so much, TMOD, DTM Raghu, and our today's meeting presiding officer. Thank you so much for that. So guys, ready for the fun? I have kept it very light and little having fun. So take it lightly and whatever comes in your mind, speak about it. So topics are very easy. So have you guys, 1 minute, DTM Raghu, can I have the screen sharing option? DTM Raghu, you there? Am I audible?
I'm sorry, I'm here. Yeah, please tell me.
I want to share screen. Is it? Will I be able to share my screen?
Yes. But then she won't be able to show her cards.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Then I'll not show. I'll just speak up the topics here. Okay. Okay, let's start, guys. So how many people have traveled all over India from north to south to east to west? Almost every place. No, not much. Okay, let's visit today. So my topics, I wanted to show that, but it was like I started from Kashmir to Delhi to Lucknow to Patna Ahmedabad, Bhopal, Assam, Kolkata, Cochin, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and ended in Mumbai. So today we are going to travel there, and each city or place is having a table topic in there. Okay, so anyone can volunteer, or after 1 or 2 minutes I'll start picking up people. So guys, you can volunteer for the table topics. It's easy, it's fun. So
Yeah, I will volunteer. Milind.
so finally Dhananjay's audio has been rectified.
I have
Thank
changed
you.
my vote.
Oh, great, thanks. Okay, Dhananjay, so which place you want to visit?
I will Nasik.
Yeah, okay, but Nasik is not there, but okay, closely I'll go to Bhopal. Okay,
To Bhopal.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
The topic is simple. You have to describe yourself in terms of food items.
Okay.
Describe yourself in terms of food.
Is it related to the place or
Describe yourself.
yours myself as a food item?
Yes.
Then how it is related to the place?
No. So you have gone to Bhopal. Now you have to describe yourself. There you are giving your speech. 2 minutes.
That was
speech.
only instead of numbering, each selected the places. That's
Yeah,
it.
instead of numbering 1,
Don't
2,
worry.
3, let's make it a little more fun. So now you have gone to Bhopal. So you're traveling to Bhopal. Now you have to give 2 minute speech. Now topic is describe yourself in terms of food items.
Food items. Okay.
Yes.
If I describe myself as a food item, I would be like a masala dosa. Because I always love dosa, irrespective of wherever I go, I take dosa one. When I have given an option to choose any uh, uh, to select any food item, so I'll be choosing as masala dosa. I will be choosing dosa preferably and masala dosa. Even recently, I have traveled to Bangalore. There also I have taken only masala dosa. But when it comes to Bhopal, the first time I went to Bhopal, I have discovered a new food item which I never knew in my life till that point of time. So after going to the Bhopal, so I first went to a breakfast center, and for my surprise, there was no dosa there. So I started exploring other food items which to take. So I have noticed one food item which is yellow in color and looking somewhat very charming. So I asked, what is it called? They replied me that that is called poha. That is the first time in my life I ever heard that word poha. Since the item is looking attractive, I ordered that item and started eating that. So this was in, I think, 2005 it happened. And that is the first time I ate poha. And after that, I ate poha many times. But Bhopal is the place which introduced me to that food item. And thanks to Bhopal for introducing me a food item in my life for the first time, that is poha. And thank you, and over to you, Milind.
Wow, Dhananjay. So you moved on from masala dosa to poha. So finally you start visiting places, you move on to many more food items. Okay, great. So who else next? I think Rajiv having a lot of mouth-watering topics he want. He was feeling hungry after listening to Dhananjay. Who else wants to try?
Who is not hungry after listening to both of the masala dosa and poha? We have Puneet. We also have
both items. I love them.
We have Puneet. We can also give to Sridivya. Any one of them you can pick up.
Okay. To Puneet. Toastmaster Puneet, if you want to visit any place from Delhi, Lucknow, Patna, Ahmedabad, Bhopal done, Assam, Kolkata, Cochin, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai.
Okay, I'll go with Ahmedabad because that is a food. That's probably the best foodies I've ever found there. Go with Ahmedabad. Sorry, people from Hyderabad, if you felt offended, but
More like Milind studying the menu card.
Okay, for you,
Hmm.
it's not related to food, but you can add food in that. So if you hang out with any cartoon character, who would you choose and why?
That's an interesting table topic. If there is one cartoon, now you have put me on a tough spot. There are not one, there are many cartoons who I want to hang out with. Hello, everyone. Back, it was like probably 15 years back. The best thing which I would do, and probably many people, many kids of my generation would do after coming from school, is to watch Pokemon. I can see my friend Rajiv laughing and even table topic master as well. So Pokemon is one thing which I always love, and especially Pikachu. I'm not so good in explaining it, but I would love to hang out with Pikachu. Now this the word Pokemon stands for pocket monsters. It's a fictional world, of course, cartoons being fictional. So wherein we have a protagonist who goes on an adventure and in that process makes friendship, discover himself, and at that process undergoes transformation. And in that one process of that protagonist, which is Ash Ketchum in our Pokemon story, there's one Pokemon, a very small, you can call it. For those of you who haven't seen Pokemon, Pokemon is like a fictional version of any real life character. So I'm finding it very difficult to explain Pikachu. But if you've seen Pikachu, I think I'm sure you would have seen that it's a bright yellow, very cute, very charming, and at the same time, one who is always there for Ash Ketchum. See, yellow card is also came, so that Pikachu's color is also yellow. So I love Pikachu, and Pikachu is one thing who will always be there, and who I would love to hang out with. Reason being, it because Pikachu will be there for you. He is there for the protagonist Ash Ketchum, and at the same time, he has always saved him from many challenges as well. So to summarize, I would hang out with Pikachu, and yellow being my favorite color, and of course I'm a Chennai Super King fan. Let me wind it up by saying I love Pikachu. It's yellow in color. It's bright. I'm also a CSK fan, and it seems Raghu is wearing yellow as well. Back to you, table topic master.
Okay, well done, Mr. Puneet. that was great. I have never seen Pokemon, just one or two episodes, but I know about Pikachu very well, and I am CSK fan too. Okay, great. So next was
Sridivya.
Sridivya. Sridivya, okay.
Yes, Milan.
Which place you want to visit?
In our whole country, I just have to choose one state, right?
Yeah, I have noted down like Kashmir, Delhi, Lucknow, Patna, Assam, Kolkata, Cochin, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai.
Given a chance, I just wanted to visit all the places in Hyderabad. Actually, I am born in Hyderabad, but then I didn't visit any of the places. So during our schooling, we have visited few normal places like Kulu Kutub Shah tombs and the Charminar and all these things. But then being a Hyderabadi girl, it is like
So
I
you want to
feel
visit
that,
Hyderabad?
yeah, Hyderabad, all the places in Hyderabad, I just
Okay,
want.
okay. My table topic is yet to come.
Okay. I don't know what.
I got that. No problem. Hyderabad is just a place to visit so that you be there, and from there you give a table topic speech.
Okay, from there I have.
Okay. So now just imagine you are in Hyderabad, your best place you want to visit. Now standing there, suppose you are standing on Charminar. Now you have to give 2 minute speech on this topic. What is your favorite way to waste time online? Sitting on Charminar, now waste time online. What is your favorite way of doing it?
Okay, favorite way of wasting the time, right?
Yes, online mode. How to waste your time online? What is your favorite way of doing it?
Okay, so mostly I can start my thing, right? Like I can start speaking. Okay. So my favorite way of wasting the time is like browsing, basically. Basically, I'll be browsing a lot. Maybe it may be the astrology or something like health tips or any other things. But then I like to browse and then get the information gathered. So mostly I'll be doing that. And uh, like if you ask that why it is something like wasting the time, because parallelly you'll be getting the knowledge on all, you may wonder. But then the thing is like sometimes the whatever we read, like, whatever we browse, all the things are not related, all the things are not productive. That is one thing. So sometimes to hide myself from working, like if I'm sitting idle, then somebody will give me work and then I have to complete all my household things. So that's the reason mostly I'll be hiding myself by doing something or the other. You may like, it may sound silly, but mostly all of us must have done that in our childhood or something, to hide ourselves from the mom. Mommy, I'm doing this work and all, like I'm doing this homework and all these things. So yeah, exactly, the housework escape thing. So so I can say that it is one of the favorite part. And spending time with friends and not coming home early, like during our childhood times, we mostly must have done that. So in that way I'll be doing that. Like I mostly like to do that, but not right now. During my childhood I used to do that. And another way is like I think I can stop the speech, right?
You can,
Okay, you
Divya.
can. It's
Thank
red
you.
card now. Thank you so much, Divya. But
Thank
you,
you.
if you want to say something other
Mm,
than that,
nothing like that. I'm just sharing my views. I don't know whether it is the correct way or not, but then I'm just sharing my views.
no, that is good. So you are saying you would have wasted your time online mode browsing. I still
Maybe
do that.
I must have wasted your time also.
You have done
But
only in
still,
childhood. I'm still doing it and escaping.
seriously. Okay, that's nice.
Indira,
Okay.
you want to go next? Indira, do you want to go next? Yeah, you can ask her, William. Indira.
Indra, okay, great, Indra. So Indra, which place
Oh,
you'd want to visit, and then give speech.
okay.
Kashmir, Delhi,
Kolkata.
Now Patna, Kolkata. You want? Okay,
I
great.
didn't visit, but I want to be. I will tell my story.
Okay, no, it's okay. So you go to Kolkata. You have suppose you have been to Kolkata and you had some experience. Can be your funniest or worst experience. So now your topic is, what was your funniest or worst experience with a dentist in Kolkata? Just imagine.
Then
Any experience, funny or can be worst experience, or you got agitated with a dentist. Any experience, you can connect with that.
okay.
You can start.
Oh, now I am in Kolkata. Okay. I went to dentist, or it's a hospital. Oh, I went to some room there will be there. So I went to check up for my root canal is not good. So I went to check up, and there will be a nurse and doctor will be there. So can you? I asked for the nurse. Can you check my uh, teeth? My teeth is suffering some pain. So I went to nurse. So nurse said, you sit down here. I will check the tooth. Okay, I sat down, and she told me, open your mouth. No, I'm shy to open my mouth because I don't want to show my mouth there. So she said, open your mouth. Without open your mouth, how can I check your teeth? They said, okay, I open little bit my mouth, but she said, where is your tooth paining? I said my right side is paining. So my nurse is checking my right. So there is no problem in that. It's only little bit pain. So I will put a cement there in your right side teeth. Oh, okay. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
I can go next.
I mean, you created that or it actually happened?
No, I created.
Okay. Okay, next is
I can go. I'm the only one left.
okay, okay. Okay, Raghu, which place?
Kashmir.
So you're in Kashmir and when you went to a salon. So now explain the experience. What was the worst haircut you ever had? I mean, everybody made fun of that. So you have to explain that scenario.
I was in Jammu, just nearby Kashmir, because I traveled back from Kashmir. So Milind dropped me in Kashmir. I came back to Jammu. I was about 10 years old. I was sitting at home and then I was bored. What I did was I cut my hair in between. My mother and father saw this, noticed that the hair was uneven. They asked me, "Did you cut your hair?" And I lied to them, saying that no, I did. They could actually see the hair was uneven, and then they forced me and they took me to this hair salon in Jammu, Jeevan Nagar. He was literally laughing at, "Did you cut your hair? Did you cut your hair at home?" And then made lot of fun. And then he had all his fun while cutting my hair and make it even. And I came out of the salon. While he tried to make it even across, it was just like mutai, which means you almost bald head. What to do? That is what was my fate. And then I've been made fun at school all a time for at least 1 month. Besides the racism word that they use, Madrasi, I also was dealt this. I had to deal with this word mutai, all that for 1 month. But it is fine. Those were the experiences, those were the memories. Thank you for that, Milind. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Raghu. I hope you had a great time with that hair cutting. You got that skill set now.
Anything that you see yourself, you see the reflection back in your kids. I see that happening with my two boys. I keep smiling, sitting in the edge. And then whenever I smile or laugh, my wife knows that I did the same thing in my childhood. And then she starts shouting more and more. Okay, thank you. I think it's
Thank you
time
so
to go
much.
back. Next
Thank you so
section.
much, Toastmaster Raghu. And so this is it from my end. That was a table topic. I hope you enjoy. I tried to keep it fun-loving. And back to you, TMOD Toastmaster DTM Raghu.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Milind. It's time for the evaluation and the breakfast and the food itself. It's food because it gives food for our thoughts to see how we can improve, how we can do better, become a best version of ourselves from what we were at some time back, or a minute back, and maybe a half an hour back, or 1 hour back, a day back. So let us see what our evaluator has to say. Let's start with the speech evaluation. Toastmaster Puneet is going to evaluate Toastmaster Rajiv's speech. Puneet, the stage is yours.
People overestimate their goal setting process and underestimate their goal getting process. And today we had Toastmaster Rajiv, who beautifully explained us about achieving our goals. New Year resolution goals in particular. And let's see how he went about. The purpose of his speech was to inspire. Well, I think there is a lot of catching up to do, but let me still say things which I loved in his speech. There are two things in particular which I loved in his speech. First, audience's need. He was clearly able to handpick a topic which is on resolution, which was relatable, and I just appreciate the way in which he has clearly studied the audience's need. It is relevant for all of us, so thank you for an amazing, relatable topic selection. Second one, which is engaging audience. Now, this is his forte. How he has done it? While standing up and delivering the speech, he was flowing and oozing with energy. The way he was describing 1 month, 6 months, 7 months. So I was really glued to the way in which he was articulating his speech, whether the conversational tone in which he uttered certain lines in his speech, or even for that matter, the hand gestures. So he was really articulate in the way in which he was delivering his speech. Now, Toastmaster Rajiv. The reason I say this speech was predominantly informative and not inspirational, well, now comes the reason why do I make this statement. Now, how else you could have improved? The world champion of public speaking, Manoj Vasudevan, talks about content connection criteria, which involves 4 parameters. Your content should be valuable, which you wear. It should be relatable, which you wear with your topic selection. And the third and fourth important thing, it should be believable and actionable. Now, the actionable part is where I wanted to know how you have achieved triple crown by following the 3 goals, 3 process which you shared. For example, when you said specific measurable goals, limit your goals, reward yourself. So I wanted to know how you have done that in your Toastmasters journey. No doubt you gave relevant examples like completing a book, going out to doing workout, but I wanted to know your personal story as to how you have achieved triple crown. Appreciate the selection of topic. Maybe next time you can enhance its effectiveness when you attempt the speech next time. The second, being believable. When you share the source, when you share this example that multitasking kills everything, I wanted to know which research site it was. Sharing sources makes you a credible speaker. And last, the powerful conclusion. I feel you could have summarized your important ideas at the end and concluded on a bang note by asking a rhetorical question. Are you going to conquer your New Year resolution goals? Adding few questions at the end does ensure that your message becomes memorable. To summarize, amazing selection of audience need and engaging audience experience as well through body language and various other parameters. Make your speech a lot more believable and relatable and end it on a high note. And I'm sure you would be a speaker with a force to reckon with. Back to you, General Evaluator or Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Puneet. Okay. I will have the feedback from both of you, but at a later stage. Let me invite timer of the day, Toastmaster Indira, for a report of the timing.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Prepared speech, Rajiv took 7 minutes, and table topics, Dhananjay 1 minute 57 seconds, and Puneet took 2 minutes 12 seconds. Sridivya took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Raghu took 1 minute 37 seconds, and evaluation Puneet took 3 minutes 20 seconds. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Indira. Our contact Toastmaster Sridivya. Can I have your report?
Thank you, Toastmasters. So I get to see that Milind has used 1 repetition, and the R counter, Sridivya has used 3 pauses, and it's myself actually. And Rajiv has used 1 word, and Puneet came up with 1 long pause, and Indira timer came up with 1 pause, short pause. Those are the observations from my end. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sridivya. One thing you must all know that once we play a role, we also start introspecting ourselves. This is what Sridivya helps us to grow and become a better public speaker in Toastmasters. When we play a role, we get to observe others where they are, but the improvement areas of others, and also get to introspect ourselves. This helps us while we play a role. Thank you very much for coming to report. And I am really delighted to see that you had an improvement area for yourself too as a role player. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, I don't have much, but I will have some brief feedback for each and everything. We started on time. Great job, Milind. As always, I love the way that you start the meeting. And then coming to speaker, Toastmaster Rajiv, great speech. I'm always delighted by your speeches. And then Toastmaster Puneet, great evaluation. So Puneet, great attempt. But I would want you to wind off your evaluation before red card, because while you're preparing for your next level of contest, it is difficult if you wait for the red card, because at the end of the day, you might end up disqualified. Just 8-second gap. Remember that. What you need to do is pick up 3 best commendations, best recommendations, 3 and 3. And then plan your time. If you want, just write down everything that you want to speak, but ensure that you are speaking within the time. Don't wait for the cards to come to close. Try to wind off before the red card. Okay. Toastmaster Rajiv, great speech. But as I would agree with most of the evaluation that Toastmaster Puneet has given, and also if you can add some questions for the audience, you will keep them engaged. Once you keep the audience engaged, then automatically they start listening, continue to listen to your speech. Second thing is voice modulation, especially for inspiration speech. I find if you can add that feeling that people go through, it will take it to next level. Third thing is when you have so much information, it is difficult. So try to reduce that and try to give a story. Let us say your personal story, as Puneet has told, how you were able to implement it. And also, if on the closing note, I would suggest, just because it is November, just 1.5 month or 1 month, 15 days to the new year, what the audience or what everyone is going to plan for the new year. What is your new year resolution, or how you are going to plan that? Add something to that, and that would add spice to your speech. Overall, a great speech again. With that note, I really love the meeting. As always, we do have good meeting irrespective of the number of members who are joining. I will adjourn the meeting as presiding officer and Toastmaster of the day. We can continue for another 6 minutes for networking.